Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, peoples of all Earth. This is BlackOut Gaming TV with the ETF2L Highlander Season 4 Week 1 BlackOut Gaming versus eXtremists. So, yeah, who do we have? We have John1155 Games, if I'm right. Yeah, John115 Games as our cameraman. We have Russian Guyevich as commentator or caster, if you like to call
Hello.
it that. And we have me, Tim, all the same to me. So, like I said, we're streaming ETF2L Highlander Season 4 Week 1. Right, hi.
So this is week 1, so the map is Gravel Pit. This is the only map that we're playing this week, and it looks like we're going to be casting a Division 5 match tonight. We're being a bit biased. We're actually going to cast our own Highlander team, as this is our very first cast on BlackOut TV. So they're going up against eXtremists, who are... to be honest, I don't know much about them, but I do recognize a few of their players. I've seen them around, like, playing Highlander mixes and things like that. As for BlackOut, I'm pretty much familiar with everyone, with the exception of, I think, the Heavy, who's Panda, who's pretty much going to be murking for them, I think, on this day, because the Heavy's dropped out, unfortunately.
Has he? And what... Just reading the chat there. Okay. So, yeah. Yeah. Not much to say at the moment.
So let me just have it for people who are new to playing Gravel Pit and Highlander. The way it works is it's an ABBA format. So basically, we'll start off with Team A, who will attack first, and then Team B will defend. And basically, what Team A have to do is try and cap all 3 points on this map as quickly as they can. And then once they've done that, or the time will run out, the teams will then swap, and A has to defend while B attacks. Now, what B have to do is basically capture all 3 control points, or cap as many control points as A have done, but in a quicker time, and then if they do that, then they've won the round. And then, the teams will swap, and basically the A team will defend first, and B will attack, and then the teams will swap again, and then E has to try and attack A's time. So if each team wins a round, then we go to a best of 3, so they play another one, and whoever manages to get the quickest time out of that round basically wins the map, and they get 6 nice and low points for their division.
Thank you very
So
much.
Timmy, I've played competitive TF2 for a couple years, but I'm still a bit of a scrub. But obviously Timmy's quite new to things, so Timmy, in terms of Gravel Pit, you obviously haven't watched many competitive casts of this map at all, so coming from a pub sort of point of view, what do you feel about this map? I mean, are you a fan of it at all?
It's big. Very big. I have played this like in just normal public gaming stuff, but I haven't really like watched competitive TF2. I mean, it looks very interesting for tournaments, seeing as it's big and there's different passages to each point, I suppose, which makes it interesting, I suppose. If you understand.
I suppose in some ways Gravel Pit's it's a bit of a mixed bag for people. Some people love it because there is quite a lot of tactical depth to it, but on the flip side, a lot of people aren't so keen on playing it for a couple of reasons. I guess one of them is that this map can take up to an hour sometimes to play, and actually possibly more depending how quickly things actually start. And I guess the other thing is that a lot of the time, I guess, there's a lot of Team A comes into attack whilst B defends, and then if that doesn't work, they have to try something else. So there's a bit of like there's always a bit of a repetitive sort of nature to the map, that basically they'll try something, if it doesn't work they need to do something else, and that tends to annoy a lot of people on both 6v6 and Highlander, although I will admit I do prefer watching this map in 6v6 because it's a lot more fast paced, and overall it's easier to follow the action, because on Highlander things can get chaotic very quickly, especially when you have 19 people on each team.
Yeah.
If you think mumble comms are bad enough, then watching Highlander or even playing it can be pretty crazy.
I can't imagine being in those that mumble chat right now and not hearing screaming and all that. But it hasn't even started yet. We are still waiting on. Is it 2 players from? No, 1 player from the other team and.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're waiting for him. So we haven't started yet. Obviously. So I've also made a bet today. If we get, well, not so much a bet, I suppose. If we get up to 150 viewers today, I will give away prizes.
Typical Irishman batting away his life savings for.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Wallet drum.
I don't care. Do you want a beer? Fuck it.
Oh man, my Jack Daniel's single barrel silver select bottle arrived earlier today, so I may potentially crack that open if BlackOut just so happened to win, which I'm hoping for. Or should we be a bit more professional and try and keep it a bit less biased and maybe go, ooh, go eXtremists?
Well, no, because that would just be lying. I suppose we're for BlackOut Gaming because we're from BlackOut Gaming. I mean that's most likely the reason why we're also streaming this. So I suppose why not support our own community and like. No.
Well, our hopes for this channel is basically to kind of fill a bit of a gap that was quite prominent in last season of ETF2L. In that there was a lot of games being played, like there was a lot of teams who signed up, but unfortunately there was only about 4 or 5 games that ended up being casted, and they were all Prem level casts, and that includes the final as well. I think it was mainly just because Vanilla TV had lack of resources, and TFTV was obviously not around at that time, so there wasn't another casting org who was really keen on kind of providing coverage. But what we're hoping to do with this channel is basically allow, you know, anyone who feels like they could have a good chance of casting, or they've seen people do it and say, yeah, I could do that, I could do what that drunken Scotsman's doing easily. I could just go onto server and STV and talk crap for about half an hour and people listen to me. So if you feel you can do a better job, then feel free to come and volunteer, and then hopefully we can give you a chance. But we're not just planning on streaming ETF2L, we're also looking for anyone who may be interested in casting the UGC Platinum playoffs, because that's definitely a gap in the EU stream sort of scene at the moment.
Yeah, so if you heard what Russian just said, and if you actually listened to it, which I actually did, I'm not saying that people won't. I'm not saying people won't listen to you. I'm saying that. Yeah. Okay. If you want to sign up for Caster, just go to our forums and go to the topic or whatever it's called, file, whatever, BlackOut Gaming TV, and just sign up there, and we'll definitely look into it. I myself streamed casted the last event Russian held with Creepy the Clown, and I must say I very much enjoyed it. That's why I'm doing it again, and preferably I hope to do it a lot more. It is a lot of fun casting these. So I mean, if you want to have some fun and just, I mean, you don't have to be professional or anything. You could be an absolute noob like I am. This is the second time I've streamed like an actual match, and I mean, I haven't fucked up once yet. So I mean, if I can do it, you
just did. This is a family-friendly stream, and you just used a vulgar tone, vulgar words.
I should actually change the Twitch TV thing to not suitable for children, but
maybe that could be your angle. I mean, maybe we're just a bit less pro, but come and have a go if you think you're talented enough, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, it's all more fun if you mess up.
Yeah, I just got notification that they're going live, so within a minute we should be starting this game.
Right.
So I guess if the teams are staying the way they are, then BlackOut are going to be attacking first, and eXtremists will be defending. So.
Yeah.
I just noticed that the class limits are broken. I think that's as a result of my failure to perhaps load the configs properly, but I'm pretty sure I did it right. For some reason, the class limits don't seem to work for me. So apologies in advance if I've completely destroyed this game.
See, there's one thing I hate, and this is just, I've set my my state to busy. I've set my name to team streaming. I have actually done all in my power to stop people from notifying me, and then comes along one little person who asks me, do you want to trade? So I am planning to defriend him and etc. But so that's one thing I don't get. There's, you make things so obvious, and then no, they just tend to ignore it. So
I think putting streaming your name's probably not the best of ideas, but I guess I will see things go. It looks like the game started now, so as I said, the extremists are going to be defending first. They're just doing the cookie cutter things, a bunch of classes suiciding to give the engineer metal so he can get his sentry up. It looks like he's just going to do the standard defending on B scenario. Let's go and see if anyone's at A. Sometimes you'll send a class to get a nice easy pick up. Looks like the demo man sticking up, that's general on the red team, sticking up outside the entrance to A on the left side, so let's see if BlackOut will notice that.
So, for all the new people here, this is BlackOut Gaming TV with streaming the ETF2L BlackOut Gaming versus eXtremists. And I see we have started, so let's have a look. So, blue team just rolling out like normal. The Slayer is medic, I suppose? Or not?
Yeah, it looks like Slayer is medic, but she's actually come out of the spawn straight away. Usually the medic will just... Wow, they've Ubered really early here. Wow.
Oh, well, they probably study sentry, so, I mean... I suppose she noticed that, but it's not doing... Oh, forced Uber by the Pyro and the medic. Trying to... Oh, Demo Man is trying to cap... Demo Man. I should really say names here. Yak was trying to cap there.
Both Yak, Panda, and Slayer have went down here, so that's the full combo for BlackOut Gaming down at the moment. They have to wait to spawn. And the medic's gone down because Twisted just got a body shot on him. Nice play by him. Crafty boulder spot as per usual. But it looks like they didn't manage to get that sentry down, and the entry's still up, so... I guess they got A capped, so...
It's most likely because they popped Uber so quickly that they didn't have time to take it out. And Slayer at the moment is at 20. Did I blowing up my numbers here?
Yeah.
Slayer's at 20 Uber. We're trying to
roll have a
again.
20% Uber advantage. Actually, it's now 30 because Bim Bam, the red team medic, hasn't been building at all. Looks like nobody came to meet him at spawn, so...
Which is, yeah...
Slayer just needs to build up here and then just hopefully push in, but I just noticed that the red heavy is on the AB tunnel and he just gets... He gets Panda down as well. That was a bit sly.
The demo man, the red demo man, is placing stickies on the way out from the passage. I'm wondering if BlackOut will notice that, but I think if I'm right, they're coming through the other way. It's just the engineer is having a hard time seeing as his stuff is blown up by the demo man. Oh, that was a nice headshot from Twisted. Oh, that was a really nice headshot. The red engineer is actually using the Wrangler. Don't know if that's such a smart idea, seeing as there was a...
Oh, absolutely. Not even if it's used to spam, but also that shield is pretty crucial to avoid soldiers and demos just basically blasting onto it. Oh, see, perfect example there.
Yeah, blues
that shield can make the sentry stay up for a much longer time, so be a fool not to take Wrangler basically, unless it's banned like in UGC. But in ETF2L, they're allowed it, and Slayer's gone down as well. But then I just noticed that the red team are only 5 players up here at the moment, so blue should just come and cruise on in. Let's get some time on the point here.
Blues are capping the point nicely here, actually. The heavy Panda healing up just with his sandwich. Smart move? Yeah, why not?
I'm not sure why the red heavy medics pushed in here. This seems a bit of a strange move because they're just gonna... Yeah, they're in a really position now. They're gonna get picked off very easily. Man flaps right onto the medic, takes him down with a scattergun. Good play by him. So they're at big disadvantage now. That was just... They should have just stayed on C there and just waited until B capped... blue team capped B, because that was a lost point. I think red team are close to throwing away the game here now.
Yeah, well that went very fast actually. Blue engineer just got killed by the red spy. Stickies placed on the control point on top. C. I suppose...
To stop any jumpers.
Yeah.
It looks like Manflap's trying to get up there though.
Oh, yeah, but get killed by the Pyro, which is nice and fun. But I suppose it's... Yeah, I mean, there you go, the sticky's been popped as well. So, I mean, it was probably foreshadowing that those sentries would be there.
Bim Bam's gone down though. Nice pick by Divi. Uber coming straight in as expected. Yeah. But it looks like Yak's gone down. Rastamoose isn't quite there yet, so he can't jump on the point. And Slayer gets picked off by Phantom. Good play to him, but yeah, Dina just failed his rocket jump. That was Rastamoose. Now he's on the point.
Yeah.
Pyro's there though. He needs to watch out.
Well, he has seen the Pyro and he's jumped off.
But they're only 3 up here. They just need to get on the
is.
point. That's it. Manflap's got it. Oh, he's getting blasted off.
Pyro.
They need to just keep pushing up onto the point now. That's the heavy up for the red team. Marty.
Black Duck getting there with the Pyro. Oh, and he jumps down because I don't know why actually. It'd be smart for him to place a mini sentry down on that deck where he is now. But, oh, and he gets picked off by Deagle.
Our last control point is being captured.
And it looks like Divi's gonna cap this. Oh, almost close. But there's still red team are in trouble here. They just need the blue team just need to jump up, go spam, spam, spam. Divi gets the pick on the heavy, and that looks like this is the end of the round. Surely Demo goes down. Yeah, good play to them. It's 5 minutes and 12 seconds. That's a really respectable time.
Yeah. So I've just blown up my my hood because it's now zooming in. Oh no, wait, that fixed it again. Okay then. Slayer being her old self there in chat. But that was a good game, I must say. But I think it was very easy for the BlackOut group. If I'm right, anyway.
It was, but to be honest, I think they could have made it even faster if they didn't Uber straight out of the sun. Should have just sent a couple of people to go and try and get a pick, or even force the medic, and then Slayer should have just stayed and spawned there and wait and see if that was successful. And if not, you're capping A as well. So you're killing 2 birds with 1 stone, but you're still at a you're not wasting your Uber on a push like that. And kind of, as you can see what happened, they just pushed in, didn't do much, counter Uber, and they just got picked off eventually. But credit to them, they knew.
Red Engineer is at a disadvantage because he hasn't fully upgraded his sentry at the moment, which is while they're rolling out already, which is probably not the smartest idea because it will get picked off very easily by the soldier. Which is
yeah, I'm not sure what Duck's doing here. Yeah, see, that's confusing.
Yeah,
he really needs to get that sentry up level 3 as soon as possible. I think what maybe happened is I saw that someone died, and I think the sniper picked up the metal. I think Twisted picked up the metal accidentally. But even then, I didn't really see the engineer around the B point, so.
But it's weird that he hasn't upgraded to his level 3, but he upgraded his dispenser to level 3, which I don't think would have been the smartest idea to use, because you'd want to have your sentry pretty much upgraded for when they're rolling out. So I just noticed that Zero.
Yeah, I just noticed that Zero's got a level 3 sentry on attack in the AB tunnel. He got sapped, but now it's just gone down because he got picked and couldn't repair it. It looks like Black Duck is now getting his sentry up to level 2. So I'm suspecting that eXtremists they've just capped A, so now they're going to be pushing from C. It looks like the Demo Man's there, so is the Pyro. Scout's obviously going to call that, so that's good for Manflap. You really need a scout checking the C point to make sure that he can preemptively call that the attacking team are going to start pushing from there, so the red team can position themselves closer to the door. But it looks like they've only sent a few players, so they're not actually pushing there just yet. So I'm guessing the eXtremists may be pushing. See, yeah, it looks like pushing from the short tunnel. The medic's got Uber, but it's going to be equal Ubers here. But I don't think they can push now, though. They're only 5 players up. Demo Man's just spawned. They just need to stay put and wait a bit.
I must say, Twisted is doing a very good job sniping. He just picked off Deagle while he was aiming down his sight. I mean, he's a very good sniper. I'm not actually sure which BlackOut admin it is, if it's one at all. But he's doing a very good job.
No, Twisted is. I think he's played 6v6 before, but he's He's on the BlackOut gaming roster, which isn't just admins, it's actually a bunch of regulars as well.
Yeah.
Uber coming in, the red team's used, it's Uber done.
Twisted just picks off the eagle again. Very simple.
Combo v combo fight. Looks like Rastamoose has switched to the direct hit as well, which is always a good option if you can aim.
Yeah, just hope that he can.
Red Medic's on his own here. There's only 2 people up. Up Slayer's in trouble here, big time. She needs to get out immediately. Oh, I don't know where she's going.
Yeah, it was Slayer.
She's in the AB tunnel. Yeah, Pyro's gonna get her.
And she's down.
And she's done.
Yeah. General.
They need to set up a C defense. Yeah, he's on C already.
Yeah.
He's just right up there. Put stickies on to stop anyone coming up.
Control point is being captured.
Oh, engineer gets picked off very easily by the demo man. Oh well, he's got taken off by the pyro very easily. The pyro is Dina actually. Dina did a very good job there of taking him off.
The final control point is being contested.
I can see a heavy actually going into the fight. Marty is rolling in. Oh, a cloak spy actually going behind the demo, and he's down, god damn it. I keep getting the wrong people apparently.
1 minute and 20 seconds to go here. Demo's on point as well for blue team. I think they're actually going to cap this out now. Yeah, they have. So first round goes to eXtremists.
Well done.
Oh, it looks like there's a problem with the config.
Oh god. Well, I'll leave you fix that, and I'll just keep blabbering on, I suppose.
Got a lot of technical difficulty.
Okie dokie. So just for people who just joined, or etc., this is BlackOut Gaming ETF2L.
Mission begins in 30
Season
seconds.
4, Week 1, BlackOut Gaming versus eXtremists. Your cameraman, John115 Games. Russian Guyevich, one of your casters, and me, Tima, one of your casters as well. So I hope you're enjoying it so far. We certainly are. Russian was telling us earlier on that we are looking for casters, just any sort of casters. So go to our forums if you want to cast with us, and be glad. Yeah, I suppose. So we have a technical difficulty at the moment, which Russian is going to fix.
Yeah, apparently it's too confusing to open up the console and put some Archon commands in, so I have to connect to the server and do it myself.
Okie dokie. So yeah, we just have to wait for a little while. Let me check this stream chat actually while we're waiting. Why not? Okay. So. There's not much to see actually, to be fair.
So, I guess we ask our viewers, who do you think is going to win this? Because I was convinced the BlackOut were going to take it, but it looks like eXtremists have given them a run for their money so far. So, who do you think is going to win?
First round, it was pretty weird when BlackOut Gaming was defending, because I'm still puzzled about that engineer. The engineer didn't upgrade his sentry to level 3 quick, so it got taken down very quickly, which I find kind of weird. Maybe just me, or well, sure, why not? So I suppose you're connecting to the server, Russian?
Yep, I'm back on the STV now. Obviously there's a 90-second delay for STV, so I've gone and fixed it, so we should be starting again pretty soon.
Okay.
To be honest, I think an admin should know how to use Archon, but I had to go in and do it myself, so... Yeah. Jack of all trades tonight, I guess.
I suppose it happens. I mean, it's...
Oh, it looks like we have some eXtremist fans here, so hello, thanks for tuning in.
It's actually this is going to be a tough decision, to be fair, because I'm not sure who's going to win. eXtremists done very well in the second round, but BlackOut done very well in the first round.
Yeah, they just didn't defend well enough, unfortunately. I mean, 5 minutes. I think it was 5 minutes. About 20 seconds is quite a good time for gravel pit. They just made some questionable decisions about defending. I did notice that the soldier was kind of.
Oh,
Usually the soldiers on the roof of B and just they're changing teams because BlackOut Gaming are going to be defending first this time.
So Dina has gone soldier, but there's 2 heavies apparently, which isn't smart. Okay, no, just.
Well, it's not allowed.
Well, it's
they're
not.
just
It's not smart,
swapping
so it's not
classes.
allowed. So he's gone. Ada's Panda's gone pyro, and the rest of Moose has gone heavy. I think Dina will do very well as a soldier. I think he'll pick off a lot of people. Yeah. Slayer was a little iffy in the last round. I mean, she didn't. I don't think she. Well, she probably knew where she was going, but I mean, she was a bit all over the place. But
Unfortunately, I think she's main calling for this team, but I think the heavy they haven't really played with them before, so you know you can't just gel immediately sometimes, and it looks like unfortunately that was a detriment to their team there. So hopefully they can. That was a bit of a reality check for them, and they can make a solid defense here on gravel pit. So this is round 2 now. So let's see if they do anything different. Usual killing for metal. It looks like Duck is right on getting that sentry up. Hopefully straight away. I noticed he hasn't built a teleport just yet.
He's still upgrading his.
He needs to collect that metal before it disappears, though.
I wouldn't. I'm not trying to offend anybody here, but I think Duck is a little bit of a new engineer. Has he upgraded his sentry?
4, 3.
He hasn't.
Well,
even
there is
killed the
actually no sentry yet. Yeah, I think they're in trouble here.
There's
The
no
other
sentry.
team are aware of that. They're going to send every class on the medic and push that over.
They really have to speed up if they want to. They want to win this, because I mean, having no sentry at all is worse than having a level 1 sentry.
Looks like Twisted gets a deagle. Divvy gets an
level 2?
ambassador headshot on Nightwing. That's a good pick there on the scout.
Right. Engineer has level 2 now, upgraded to level 3, so it might not be terrible yet. Their medic is up to 100% Uber, and I suppose waiting so that it can pop it. But Dina Mariga is very fast here and just picks off the engineer.
Dina playing Soldier the way it should be played. In Soldier, I guess the Soldier and Highlander, you play more of a roaming soldier sort of role, so you kind of get picks where you can, and you know, spam people out and stop people from pushing it where you can as well, and just keep the high ground where you can, which is exactly what Dina's doing. He's playing very smartly at the moment.
Yeah, Dina. What was Dina's main class? Was it Soldier or? I'm never sure with Dina.
I'd say. I guess he's been playing a lot more Soldier now that we've been playing 6v6 quite a bit over the past few months, so he's kind of switched to roamer mainly. But he's also quite a good demo man, and he's good at sniper as well, and spy and scouts.
And engineer and etc. etc. I think he's just a god at TF2. I mean, just let's give it that way. Oh, are they going to take?
Zero's got a level 3
sentry
sentry up on AB. Bim Bam goes down, headshot from Twisted there. That was good. But how did they manage to get that up? Yeah.
And the red sentry is gone down.
And it's wrangled as well.
Yeah, I mean, oh, that's very well played. How did they manage to get
this is a disaster.
Oh, yeah, that is. I mean, oh, it's taken down by Dina, but I mean, how did they get that up in the first place?
Well, I know exactly what happened there. Clearly somebody wasn't paying attention to flanks coming from C, so the call wasn't made, or the call was made, but the combo didn't really move up to 1 or 2 to defend that, which they should have done.
Should have actually. Pyro actually guarding just the passageways, so they're doing a good job so far. They have 8 people on the cap now. Slayer is not Ubered yet and is just healing everyone that you can get Uber faster. The heavy waiting right outside the passageway to like just pick them off while they're coming through. But yeah, that was weird that he got a level 3 sentry up there without people noticing. I mean,
Divvy just got a pick on the demo man. Good pick there. Means he can't spam out the combo. They're just moving a little bit up here. I wonder where the snipe is. Oh, the blue medic's is called. That's Bim Bam. It looks like they're going to be pushing from 1.
He hasn't Ubered yet, so I'm wondering. Probably going to Uber very quickly.
He has now.
Fourth Uber there. BlackOut Gaming admins are going to have it hard. Well, BlackOut Gaming are going to have it hard now, I think. Oh, it's blue.
Yep, Heavy's up there.
Oh,
yeah,
taken out
nice
by
pipe
the
by
demo
Yak.
man. Oh, wow.
Yeah,
level
Phil
3
push. It looks they're only
Sentry
three up now. Oh, the spy's on the point. He's going to cap it.
Will he?
Is he? Oh, Sniper
Yeah.
gets. Oh, good play. 3 minutes and 38 seconds, dude. They're deep duty, shall we say?
Yeah. Will they win this? It's possible, but how long did it take? Did you say? 3 minutes?
3 minutes and 38 seconds. They have to be super aggressive if they feel like they have a chance.
Mission begins in 30 seconds.
Right. Sorry, just about that.
A lot of people sacrificed on red to give ammo, but then I guess if we look at the POV of the engineer, as you can see, he's got both his teleport, exit, his dispenser, and the sentry on level 2 already. And yeah, I think BlackOut were lucky that eXtremists didn't notice that those buildings weren't properly up before when the round started last time. But I think what cost BlackOut that round was simply that nobody was checking from C, and how on earth the NG managed to get a level 3 Wrangle sentry up in between 1 and 2, I just will never know.
It was very well played, actually. Yeah.
I think they may need to watch the
That was their
SCVs
downfall.
and yeah, absolutely learn from that. Panda goes down from the spy as well, so no pyro for BlackOut.
Alert. The control point is being contested.
For BlackOut, great. We were there. Normal Uber. Didn't quite spot her. Just watching BlackOut NG now. Not seeing
General
to very
goes down.
well.
Demo man down at the moment for the eXtremists. So I guess they must just be capping on. It looks like Scout Sniper are capping on A. Spy as well. So let's see where BlackOut are going to push from. It looks like they're pushing straight in, but there's no demo man with them. I don't know why they're pushing in here. Oh, he's on the roof. They're broken up though. They just demo's gone down. Overextending a little bit too much there with low health. It looks like Slayer's on Kritzkrieg as well. I just noticed that. I don't know if that's the best of decisions against a level 3 Wrangled Sentry, unless they get a pick on the engineer. But we're gonna have to rely on Divvy or maybe Twisted behind that rock. But Sniper on the red team is trying to get a pick on the AB tunnel. I think the combo's retreated now. Demo's still on his own. He's still roaming. He's gonna get picked off easily. This is Yak. He's on the second exit.
Yeah.
Yep, Scout's right there. Scout's blind. He's just completely past him. Slayer crits is in on the heavy, but I don't think they're going to get much done here for this.
They're not going to get it.
They got a pick on the soldier. God knows how that.
Well, I mean,
sniping heavy.
I suppose that was nice. I mean, it didn't happen much, I suppose. Red heavy has gone down. That was nice shots actually. The Wrangler NG is, I suppose, is doing well. He hasn't.
Bim Bam gets
hasn't
forced.
been taken down yet.
Divvy takes it down with his sapper. Dina's on the roof now. The medic should be done with his Uber, so he'll be picked off surely. BlackOut need to cap straight away and then move up.
If they want to win this, yeah, they really need to speed up. 4 on cap and just a heavy coming out now. So, will they make it?
See, no, I don't think so. Because Rasta Moose should have been up there on 1 and 2, holding with another class. It looks like the medic wasn't with him and near was the demo, but someone even like the pyro just to hold that and stop red team from coming in.
Yeah.
But I think red team, yeah, see the heavies there beside the rock, he gets taken down with a body shot on from Twisted. Yak's gone down again, Demo Man down for the blue team. It looks like this is going to be GG.
Spy took out Slayer there. Oh, that's poor. Slayer got taken out by the Spy there, but still, Twisted has capped the points. Was it? I don't.
That looks like GG. So well played to eXtremists. They take the map in this week's game. So wow, that lasted a lot. That lasted a lot sooner than I thought it would be.
Yeah, I mean that was a good game, but I mean, meh. Yeah, they played very well the first round, I must say. But I mean, the second round and the rest of the rounds that they had to defend. I mean, that engineer. I keep going back to the engineer. That engineer keeps forgetting to build a sentry or upgrade a sentry. I mean, I think that's one of the downfalls. I suppose. The Wrangler sentry from eXtremists was, I suppose, he was pretty well done. I mean, and how he got it back up, how he got it at the back, while BlackOut were just standing there. I mean, it's still.
Yeah, and the thing with Gravel Pit is you need to have people who know how to play the map. I guess with lower division games, you can kind of wing it to an extent if you have individual players who are familiar with the map but haven't essentially played together a lot as a team. But they know what the role of what the class they're playing as will be. But unfortunately, it looks like due to a bit of inexperience and a bit of off-classing going on, it seems that unfortunately it looks like eXtremists seem to have played tight together, but I don't know if they had. I don't know if they were using mercs. I'd be interested to know that. But it looked like they had someone from Team Austin there, who's a Div 3 soldier, I think. If it's on the main team. But yeah, with Gravel Pit, you do really need to have people who are experienced with the map and understand it works. And even things like not knowing the calls and that can basically make you lose. And it looks like that's it. I think it kind of all went downhill ever since the eXtremist engineer got that sentry up between 1 and 2. So I think BlackOut needs to go back and find out how that happened and try and fix that issue for next week's match.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, their downfall was really on the round that their engineer put down the sentry at the very back, because people weren't watching. I mean, they just got taken out very easily.
Yeah,
can happen, I suppose, but should they do it too often? Definitely no. I mean, if, like you said, this is a map for more experienced people. So
yeah, it doesn't play like any other the cookie cutter sort of payload maps. For example, like Badwater and Upward and Viaduct and those kind of maps are way much more played in Highlander than Gravel Pit is. Although Gravel Pit does get played a lot in leagues and things, it's very rare that you find anyone who's willing to PCW on it. Not just for 6v6, but also for Highlander. I can't comment for UGC teams, but from whenever I used to be in a Highlander team, in ETF2L, nobody ever wanted to play Gravel Pit, so. But I guess maybe with the future maps, because the players are keen and they're more familiar with maps like Badwater, for example, then they may bounce back and you know, see this as a learning experience, which is always good to. It's always good to come out of games and learn something. So I always say that it's better to get rolled and learn something than to roll a team and learn nothing. So you should always try and learn something out of playing these games.
Yeah.
So yeah, well played to eXtremists, and I guess we're done. So do you have any shout-outs?
Me? No. Yeah, we have a stream this Saturday coming as well. So if you'd like to join us for that, sure. We'd be glad to have you there. I don't know what's planned for Saturday, but.
Yeah, on Saturday we're streaming an event that's 7v7, which is a discontinued format pretty much, but I played it in Wireplay 7v7, and I thought it was a great fun. It's kind of like Highlander, but it gives you the flexibility of changing out classes whenever you feel like it. So we're just running a double mix kind of event, but we're also going to stream it as well. So if you're on Saturday night, feel free to tune in. But also, if you're interested in maybe streaming or casting any ETF2L Highlander games or UGC Platinum games, or even any div of UGC, then feel free to put your name down on the BlackOut forums. We've actually just set up a new sub-forum for anyone who's interested in doing a stream or cast, and no experience is necessary, so feel free to put your name down, or get in touch with me or anything like that. So this has been BlackOut Gaming streaming ETF2L Highlander Season 4 Week 1 against BlackOut Gaming and eXtremists. So thanks for tuning in, guys, and hopefully we'll